That's better. I had it oriented as a portrait mode. That wasn't gonna work. Dog, come here. Dog, here. There you go, buddy. Here. I don't know who's in here, but I'm gonna just do a session with Dog before I start doing the questions and chat. I got to work on a few things with him first, so we're just gonna do some quick retrieves. We did a lot of work on the way over here, but I got to do a couple with him. Dog, come on. No. Come on. Dog. He's got something going on with his bathroom break. I don't know what the hell this session is. But you know, this is what it is. It's like we do a couple retrieves. I think he has to take a poop, but he hasn't gotten to yet. But you know, this is why you work in the field. I'm not going to be impatient about it. It's fine. I have time. Come on, man. Let's do this. Here. Here. Nope. Sit. Nope. Sit. Nope. Sit. No. He's being a shithead right now. I gotta take a second. Hold on. Hey. Give me one good one, I'll let you go smell everything in the whole fucking world. One good one, drop. One, that's it. You can do one more. Go! Yeah. Come on. All you need to do is one. Sit. That was close. Hold back here. Heel. Drop. I don't know. That was pretty telling. I'm going to go into the shade real quick. I wanted to do some training today, and I thought I might as well combine the two things. We're at this new park where we've been training. But let that be a lesson right there, you know? That's an eye-opening lesson. He's not listening at all. I'm busy working on the camera, things before our training session. But you know, when he acted like a total jerk, I took him over to the retrieve. I made him finish the retrieve. If I'm gonna leave from where I threw the bumper, he needs to finish the retrieve no matter what. And yeah, you know, I ripped into him a little bit, told him to get his shit together, stop being an asshole and pick up the fucking object. And he did, and then conveying to the dog that you're not happy with their performance, like, come on, man, give me one good one, give me one solid one. And he did. He went and grabbed the thing, ran fast, grabbed it tight and hard, ran back, turned and spun into heel and dropped it at my feet, which I made him actually pick up, drop his hand. But, you know, he's got a lot of new smells and excitement here. I want him to get comfortable in this field. But that's a prime example of why we do stuff like this, right? We got to train the dog in high distraction environments. This is great. There's high traffic, loud noise, cars going this way, people over here, and dogs back here. It's good. It's good. I'm happy with it. We're going to do more sessions. But again, I don't say I'm out here for 30 minutes. I'm not going to work him the whole 30 minutes. I'll probably work him for 5, let him rest, smell some stuff, call him back, work him for another 5 minutes or so. Usually a pretty big break. It's usually like 5-10 minutes on each end, and then the rest is just hanging out and just being calm. I don't even know who was in here. Let's see what's going on. The two best, Toxic and Wolfpack. Dog. So yeah, it wasn't the most impressive retrieving session for dog, but it's not always perfect. It's warm here. It's really hot today. Like there's a light breeze, you can kind of see my hair fluttering in the wind, but it's hot. I'm in shorts, short socks, and a short sleeve shirt, and it's hot. My chest is sweating, and I'm not the type to sweat that much, so. But I will say this DIY little dog park I cleaned up with some people is looking good. I got the shade from this giant billboard, so that's cool. And then yeah, I like it because it has this long, you saw where he was retrieving, it's got this long kind of corridor. It's kind of like a giant triangular lot that the city owns. And once I found out the city owned it, that was game over. I was always going to use it for my own thing. Dog, here. I was always going to use it for my own purpose if the city owns it. Because the city, they don't care. They really don't care. They let it get overgrown and full of trash and full of bottles and garbage. So now I just take care of it until they tell me I can't be here. Inevitably, they'll tell me I can't be here for some stupid reason. But until then, we're going to do our thing. You know what I mean? Now, here. Heel. No. Heel. Sit. No, sit. Definitely want to get some tires out here to do some casting and some other stuff, but it's nice having a lot of space. Just brushing up on the basics. Sit. No, sit. Boy. Brushing up on the basics. It's a good one for getting your dog to right? Keep them good and imply stays. I love this. Hold. Go get that. Heel. Heel. You can also call the dog to you and grab the dog here. Heel. Yeah, sit. Good. Sit. It's just drilling your dog. These are easy things anyone can do. reinforcement. Get in the heel. Out heel. Positive reinforcement, simple training, simple training, and then okay, just throw the bumpers. Simple stuff, man. Got some dogs coming next week. I'm excited. We're supposed to get them in on Monday. That's why I went home from Arizona so fast. But the dogs had some issues. Vets lately, it's been really tough getting owners getting their vets, I guess, to get them appointments. So one of the dogs I recommended they were going to get it fixed like in the middle of training, and I was like, that's not a good idea. We can't do that. So we pushed that so the dog could get its stitches out. So that's Nanny, and Nanny will be coming next week, Monday. And I think also Kai, the one that was supposed to come on, Kai was supposed to come on Monday, but also had to push. And so we're just going to start them both on Monday, this upcoming Monday, not the past one. And it should be great. It should be really fun. And then December is going to be super kick-ass. I'm getting Hooper back for a little touch-up, and Hooper has a little brother now, Brody. Man, that's going to be fucking awesome. I can't wait for that. Nothing like working for great owners who know what they're paying for, know what they want, know what to expect. They have realistic expectations. They put the work in, you know what I mean? And they get awesome dogs. I'll have to look it up, but it's like a South Carolina breeder that does doodles. I think they're called Crockett Doodles. Man, Hooper was a kick-ass dog, and the brother Brody, or the housemate, the new dog, looks even just as good, if not better. I'm so excited. What else? Yeah, Arizona was cool, definitely. I'm excited about it. Hopefully, whoa, buddy, you snuck up on you. Hopefully a lot more videos from there. We're gonna plan on going up there with all the dogs in the box truck soon and doing like a weekend cleanup live stream. If anyone's near Arizona, you're welcome to come out. I will buy you first beer, or I will buy you a nice meal. If you want to come out and work, I'm gonna get a mini excavator and a little skid steer out there. We're gonna put in some work, clean some stuff up. There's a million dead cars on that property, and Peter thinks I'm some kind of grease monkey that can fix all of them, and I can't. You've heard of Crockett Doodles. Well, yeah, Hooper, the brown little mini Labradoodle, is a Crockett Doodle, and so is her new housemate, Brody. I mean, I gotta say, working with Hooper, that dog was awesome. Really had when it comes to minis, I'm more tilted towards like wanting a mini to still have dog qualities, like good dog qualities, big dog qualities, right? And that's really fun. So that's what I like. Come on, dog. Come on, bud. This is just the dog day. Me and dog. Dog and I hanging out. Not much to it today. I'm here, buddy. God, he gets these little spiky things in his overcoat or his tail, I should say. I hate it. These fucking things. It's the bane of my existence as a double-coated dog owner. These fuckers. I hate these little things. I hate them. Anyways, probably won't be doing the live out here for much longer. I'll go home. Maybe I'll walk home, keep you guys plugged in. I don't know. I don't keep dog or any dog that I'm training out like very long. You know, we go out to train in the field. It's a session. You know, I might hang out here to not waste it. I get 2 in. But, you know, you really don't have to work your dog. I think a big mistake people make working a dog really long, arduous sessions where you can go up and down, and there's all this. Hey, they did it right, but they did it wrong a bunch of times. Is that what those are? Hitchhiker seeds? I don't have to worry about them, I don't think, do I? They're fucking annoying. They get all up in his tail. That gives me a reason to groom him, I guess. I groom him pretty often. I just feel like I don't want him stuck in there. They gotta be super uncomfortable, right? It's another one. Oh, update. I was walking dog off leash maybe 4 or 5 days ago, 6 days ago. I was just walking him off leash, nothing crazy. I walk him off leash all the time up in the hills. And, you know, if he sees like a coyote or something like that, he might get excited, in which case I need to calm him down, call him back, and keep him in attention. Right? Whenever I'm walking him off leash, I want him to be in attention. I was walking him and had him off leash, and I thought he was excited because we go by this house with a Newfoundland, like big old dog. All right, I'm using that from now on, Wolfpack. That's great. But yeah, so we were walking up in the hills, and I swear I've seen him try to chase squirrels, and I've gotten him good at not chasing squirrels. There's a part of me that likes that he chases squirrels, but I had to stop it because I didn't want him killing any of them. Which sucks because they're annoying and they get in my yard, and I'd like him to just scare them off. But it's not his job. Dogs, come here. So I can get him to recall on pretty much anything. He might, if on an off leash, right? If your dog's off leash and they're not walking in like a super tight heel, let's say you're the type that wants to just go on a hike with your dog and let it just kind of be on recall. That's kind of what I was doing, but I had him in a tight heel. I had released him to go kind of just, every once in a while I'll let him kind of explore, and I was letting him do that, and I just called him back into heel. And right when he was in heel, getting in, he almost broke for about five steps until I said no, and I called him back dog heel. But I swear to God, he took chase after something on the hill, and I think it was a pig, a wild pig. Now I'm in Los Angeles, so if it's a wild pig, that's weird. But it seemed like it ran with the short, stubby legs and the fat, long body of a pig. I can't imagine it was a cat. If it was the fattest cat I've ever seen, and it didn't run agile. It ran, you know, like if you've ever seen a pig run, it's very brute force. Dog, get out of there. The speed with which they run is brute force. That's what it looked like. Very stiff, thick body, running fast. And I don't know if someone just accidentally released a pet pig or their pet pig is free roaming, but I do know that if you release pet pigs, even domesticated ones, it doesn't take long before they start transitioning into a feral boar. I hope that doesn't happen in the hills by my house. That would be real bad. Anyone got any cool stories to tell? Anybody got any cool stories to tell? The rest of that night at the Arizona property was pretty fun. Pretty fun. We cleaned up a little bit, and we cleaned up a bit, and we shot some guns. The old owner came by, and he brought like all these old guns that he's taken with him to Alaska. So I got to shoot a bunch of guns I'd never shot. Growing up in California, I've shot hunting rifles and, you know, like bolt action guns and little like pistol caliber carbines. I've shot an AR-15, things like that. But he had like an Uzi, and he had some like really vintage shotguns, some other really crazy stuff. I thought it was really fun. I don't know. I hope I don't. If I'm pissing anybody off who's not a gun enthusiast, I'm sorry. Worked on piles this morning and got a new kennel for Pumpkin. I can finally go back not using a tether. Oh, you make a pile of bumpers and make her just go get it and bring it back, get it and bring it back, get it and bring it back like that? Kind of like a reverse retrieve, you're just making her get multiple items, huh? Answer me, Toxic. Is that what you mean? Cool. Yeah, I never done a pile like that. I usually just do a like a basket or something. Which reminds me, you know, there's all this junk here, but I might use this. There's all this junk we collected. See all that? But I might use that drawer right there and actually stash it over here and use it for reverse retrieves. Could be good. Whoa, sky angle. Here we are. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Big dog, come here. You know, this has been so annoying lately. I only have myself to blame, but I really want to work on getting dog. I work so much with fun off-leash stuff with dog that I feel like sometimes the on-leash stuff wanes, you know, and that's clear. I mean, anything you don't work on with the dog is going to, it's going to slide, you know what I mean? That face was me giving dog a look. Second the leash goes on, he's a foot ahead in heel some days. I gotta do all leash work. Dude, it's a cat. Get over it. Sick and tired of that shit. Well, I don't know. I'm walking back. I'll stay on stream. We'll walk back, and if I feel like we got something going when I get back, I'll stay on. I gotta build a fence when I get back, or I guess a gate, not a fence. Can't see that right now until I get home. I'll read all the comments when I get back. Dog, heel. Sit. Is this entertaining or what? I never thought I'd be sharing myself sitting at a light, waiting for it to turn green so I can walk. Peter put up a great video this morning about using fucking burst mode with your goddamn motherfucking dog. These streams are not for children. No, Wolfpack, no. No, he doesn't. Or at least he doesn't have to. Your dog doesn't have to chew anything, man. Just get him one thing specific they get to chew on, like a deer antler, and leave the rest at home. Why does your dog even have anything to chew? Why does your dog even have anything to chew? By the way, you know what? I was gonna avoid this. Let's go down the fucking gauntlet. This is a neighborhood that I walk the dogs down after a couple days, maybe a week or so of being here when I know they can deal with it. But watch this. Hey, cool it, buddy. One down, one to go. Poor dog. Poor yard. Hey. Get in the heel, buddy. I'm not rushing. Poor yard dog. Come on, bud. Nightmare. Fucking nightmare. Then there's 3 others that are gonna pop out over there by that tent. Nightmare Street. Sit. Fucking animals. Not in a good way. Some monsters, dude. One of those houses has 6 Chihuahua mixes. The house down there that I showed you with the white tent has fucking even more. I think 3 mutts from the shelter. They all are sweet rescues. Hey, here's the box truck. We're gonna start painting it soon. I'm excited for that. Box truck should be pretty good. Yeah, that street, it's 5 or 6 Chihuahua mixes that are just a nightmare. Inbred Chihuahua mixes. They keep having more. Heel. Those pitties, there was that big squeaky pit that was barking. He had 2 litter mates. One that he killed. I walked by one day and the dog was dead in the yard. And then they gave the other one to the neighbors right next door because they didn't want it to have any more fights. I explained to those people because I've talked to them. I was like, you really shouldn't keep dogs that are litter mates. It's a bad idea. Maybe you can get away with it, but as a general rule, it's not a good idea. Here's a dog I've worked with. Come here. This is Brooklyn. Now, Brooklyn's sweet. I hate that she's in the yard, but I've at least worked with her so she doesn't bark like a psychopath when people come up the street. Brooklyn's gonna be cute. You know, her owners live right next door to me, so of course I'm gonna give them like free training advice if they want it. I don't care, they're my neighbors. They don't take me up on all of it, but they've taken me up on some of it, which, hey, something's always better than nothing. Go ahead. Something's always better than nothing, you know what I mean? But yeah, so 6 Chihuahua mixes, and then they get no interaction with the owners other than shut up. And then there's that pitty, and then there's the neighbors with the one blue pit. They think they do pretty decent with it. And then there's those 2 those 2 mixes, the blue one and the husky mix. And they're just like monsters too. And the blonde mutt across the street, or like the yellow lab mutt. Poor dog is always in the fucking yard, and he just screams at other dogs, man. You just can't get it together. You can't get control. All these people make the mistake of thinking like, oh, now that I've got a yard for my dog to go in, I'll just get a dog now. I'll get a dog and everything just be hunky-dory. It's just a dog, right? Idiots, man. I saw a guy that lives around here. He has the most adorable child. It's a young son. I think the son's maybe like a year now, maybe 2. He's been walking his son up and down the hill that we live on, which is cute. You know, it's fucking really cute to see him. He's interacted with dog before and other puppies I've had. And the other day I see him walking his son, who couldn't be more than 2, and I'm being generous with the age. And he's got a puppy now. Care to guess what kind of puppy it is? I'll give you one guess. Well, yeah, a lot of yard dogs, and yard dogs are not happy dogs, just so you know. Putting your dog in a yard is just a big fucking mistake. You give your dog zero purpose, they become really unstable, reactionary. It's not good. Oh, my dog to bark. I want my dog to bark to protect my house. Just get a fucking alarm system, dude. Get a Ring camera. Like, what are you talking about? You want an unstable dog just like patrolling your house with you and your family there? Yeah, that seems like a great idea. Yard dogs are unstable. Never forget it. Never, ever. But I will say, that gauntlet of a street, I use it a lot for dog training. I've had someone yell at me once and be like, you're upsetting our dogs. The yard with the 3 dogs in the white tent. It's like some art girls, and they're like, they make art, abstract art, which I'm not a huge fan of abstract art. I think abstract art is like, you gotta be real, doing really something real special for abstract art to be impressive to me. Okay, that's just me. It's not everyone, but they came out, oh, you're upsetting our dogs. I'm not upsetting your dogs. Your dogs are unstable. I'm training my dog so that it doesn't end up like your dog. I'm training clients' dogs so that they don't end up like your dog. I'm not upsetting your dog. You're upsetting your dog because you're failing your dog, letting it just run around the concrete parking lot all day, and you think that's like a good life for a dog? Pathetic. What a pathetic excuse for ownership. Yeah, but anyway. I don't know, protection dogs. If you want a protection dog, fine, but that's not what a yard dog is. And if we're being really honest about it, right? A protection dog, right? Like say like a SWAT style protection dog. Somebody who works in that kind of field, where they attack on command, you're doing bite work and stuff like that. Most of those dogs that I've experienced and that I've worked with and that I've known people who have worked with, they are highly specifically trained to do certain tasks, and the dog essentially, the dog essentially is kenneled or working. So it's either kenneling or it's running through a fucking brick wall, burning building. It's not. Those dogs exist in a kennel on their own, or in a kennel in like a big dog kennel with other dogs around. And when they come out to do the work, it's time to fucking go, right? It's like dogs coming out of the kennel, lock and load, we're doing this. It's not sit at the fucking front porch trying to be at rest, and then every single thing that walks by, be it a child, a grandma, another dog, a person, a mailman, like that should not be what sparks your dog to leap into action. That is not a protection dog. That's not a house protection dog. That's just an unstable, barking, reactive dog. Anyone can have one of those. They don't do anything in particular. And you know how I know they're not trained? Is if you say, no, quiet, or no, here, the dog doesn't fucking listen. It's probably my connection, to be honest. Well, I'm gonna get to working on this fence. I'll talk to you guys later. Maybe I'll do a stream later today. But hope that was informative, at least a little bit.